What is good, everybody? It is Positive Vibes Rod back with another video, and in this video, we're gonna talk about good things. And good things have been happening to me lately. Life gets better. We just gotta keep ourselves positive, keep ourselves strong, and keep ourselves fresh. And so, I'm moving forward in life. Right now, everything has been better so far. Just keeping myself active, taking care of myself, and everything. A lot of good things have been happening. The good news is my team, which is the Kansas City Chiefs, I have the flag and I have the sticker and I have my jersey right here with the Super Bowl 55 patch on it. The Kansas City Chiefs are back in the Super Bowl for the third time in 4 years. Last year, it was such a heartbreaking loss because we lost to the Bengals in the AFC Championship game. But this year, we got our revenge. And what a coincidence. My brother is a Bengals fan, and he was heartbroken today. I mean, not today, but he was heartbroken last Sunday. He was really heartbroken. And that's how I felt last year when the Bengals defeated us in the AFC Championship game. And they defeated us in overtime with a game winning field goal by McPherson, their kicker. And I was really happy for, not only for my brother, but also for the Bengals because they haven't been to the Super Bowl in a minute. But, you know, he got to experience a Super Bowl. Now it's my turn to experience a Super Bowl. Even though this is our third time going to the Super Bowl in 4 years, the Super Bowl is in Arizona this year. It starts next Sunday, February 12th. And I cannot wait for the Super Bowl to start. It's going to be amazing. And man, this team has proved the haters wrong. They were saying that the Chiefs will collapse because they lost Tyreek Hill. But no, the Chiefs, they became better without Tyreek Hill. Not only offensively, but as an entire team, they became better. Patrick Mahomes, he's most likely going to win regular season MVP. And he has put up better stats without Tyreek Hill. And credit to Tyreek Hill, he's been balling with Miami, but Patrick Mahomes is a different animal. I understand right now he has that high ankle sprain, but it has been getting better, which is the good news. And he defeated the Bengals playing with a high ankle sprain. But for next week, he should be better. He should be a little bit more mobile, in my opinion. I know he won't be 100%, but I feel like he will use I feel like he will use his mobility a little bit more since that high ankle sprain will get better, but it won't be 100%, which is the bad news. But I would say it will be around 85% in my opinion. But hey, it's better than nothing. And hopefully he could be a little bit more mobile for next week. And so the Chiefs are facing the Eagles in the Super Bowl. I cannot wait. It's going to be a great game. The Eagles are a dominant team. The Eagles are a great team. They got a great running game and they got a great defense. So I cannot wait for the Super Bowl next week. Man, I've been a fan of this team when we had Matt Castle as our quarterback, when Todd Haley was our head coach. I was 9 years old when I started liking this team. And the reason why I started liking this team is because I had a cousin who was also a Chiefs fan, and he gave me a Dwayne Bowe jersey. And back in the days, there was no football team in Los Angeles because I'm from LA, and there's no football team in Los Angeles back in the days. But now we got the Rams, now we got the Chargers. But for me, it's too late because I already chose my team, which is the Kansas City Chiefs. And guess what? No Tyreek Hill, no problem. Juju Smith-Schuster, Kadarius Toney, Travis Kelce, Sky Moore, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, Justin Watson, and all these other guys, including Pacheco. Pacheco has been putting up numbers, especially as a seventh rounder out of Rutgers. And so I cannot wait for the Super Bowl, man. I cannot wait. The Super Bowl is going to be in Arizona next Sunday. I cannot wait, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot wait. I'm going to invite 2 friends. My brother is going to invite a couple friends. We're just going to have a little Super Bowl party. And so Rihanna is doing the halftime show. And I cannot wait for the Super Bowl, man. Third time in 4 years. I did not expect this to happen. The greatest memory that I had with this team is when we won Super Bowl 54 against the San Francisco 49ers back in 2020, which was 3 years ago. February 2nd, 2020. That was my favorite date. Greatest memory. We came back in the fourth quarter of that game, 20-10, and we beat the Niners 31-20 after a 21-point comeback under 7 minutes. 7 minutes left and you make a 21-point comeback? That is insane. That has got to be one of the greatest comebacks in NFL history, especially for a Super Bowl. I was so happy that day that we beat the Niners. I was super happy. I even made a video about it. The only bad memory was Super Bowl 55, which was 2 years ago, February 7th, 2021, when we got blown out by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because the Tampa Bay D-line was posterizing that freaking offensive line. Even though our O-line was hurt for the Super Bowl, we had no Mitchell Schwartz, no Eric Fisher, even though both of those guys are not on the team anymore. Eric Fisher, I believe he's still a free agent, and Mitchell Schwartz, he already retired, but he was one of the best right tackles we ever had, especially for this franchise. And so our O-line was hurt, but the good news is our O-line is healthy and it's better. Creed Humphrey's a freaking brick wall. Joe Thuney and Trey Smith are fucking bulldozers. That interior offensive line that we have is such a fucking brick wall. Orlando Brown, he's pretty good, even though he was off to a bad start in the beginning of the season, but he stepped it up. But Andrew Wiley, he's the weakest link in our O-line, but at least our O-line is healthy, which is the good news. We got all our starters in, all of our 5 starters, Andrew Wiley, Joe Thuney, Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith, and Orlando Brown Jr. Now, we should get Juju Smith-Schuster back, we should get Kadarius Toney back, and we should get L'Jarius Sneed back. I don't see Mecole Hardman playing in the game since he re-aggravated his pelvis, but hopefully we will get our players healthy back in time, which they should be healthy since we have this week off. And so I see Juju playing, I see Toney playing, and I see Sneed playing. And also Willie Gay. Willie Gay should be fine. The only concern is Mecole Hardman. I don't see Mecole Hardman playing. So, yeah, man, I'm really excited, though. I'm still excited. And so Patrick Mahomes has proved haters that he could still put up points and he could still put up good stats without Tyreek Hill. I am super happy that we're in the Super Bowl. I am super happy. 3rd time in 4 years, like I said, man. I didn't expect this to happen. Because like I said, I've been a Chiefs fan when Matt Castle was our quarterback. When we had Alex Smith and Chase Daniels. And way before Andy Reid was our head coach. We had Romeo Crennel and freaking Todd Haley. And Andy Reid has changed up this franchise. He has made this franchise better. Also, Patrick Mahomes. He has made this franchise better as well. Without Patrick Mahomes, we would have never gotten our 2nd Super Bowl. Now, this is our chance to get a 3rd Super Bowl ring. This is Mahomes' opportunity to get a 2nd ring. But it's going to be a challenge. Because that Eagles defense and their secondary is so damn fucking good. I will admit, I am scared of that Eagles secondary. And I am really scared of that Eagles running game. But even though we have the best passing offense and the best scoring offense in the NFL, we're number 1 in the passing game and total yardage and total points, which means that we have the number 1 offense overall. But still, it's still a challenge, even if you're the number 1 offense in the NFL. Because that Eagles defense is no joke. And their running game, we got to contain their running game. We got to contain Miles Sanders if we want a shot or if we want to win the Super Bowl. But yeah, man, if we want a shot at winning the Super Bowl, we got to contain their running game. We got to put up points against that Eagles defense. I think this team is still capable of putting up points, but we'll see. Because that Eagles defense is tough. But like I said, I see Juju and Toney playing and Sneed playing. But I don't see Hardman playing. And Andy Reid even told the reporters he is doubtful for the Super Bowl. and he was optimistic, and he said that Juju and Tony and Snead are expected to play in the Super Bowl. So I am really excited, like I said, and yeah, man, I did not expect this to happen, man. We got our revenge, and the Bengals, they were talking a lot of shit, including the freaking mayor, Barrowhead. Mahomes had to take a paternity test and all this other bullshit. And we shut him up real quick after that game-winning field goal. Sky Moore, the special teams, and Harrison Butker came in clutch. I'm really excited, man. I just want Super Bowl Sunday to come, man, which is next week. It is 3:30 Pacific time, which is my time. If you're in Mountain Time, it's 4:30. If you are in Central Time, 5:30. Eastern is 6:30. But for me, the Super Bowl is going to start at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Time since I live in Cali. And so I just want the Super Bowl to start, ladies and gentlemen. I just want the game. I just want to watch the game already. Eat some carne asada with one of my homies. And go Chiefs, man. Go Chiefs. I'm really excited. I've been a fan of this team for already a fucking decade, bro. And so far it feels good, man. So far it feels good. And so, like I said, our O-line is healthy. Not like in Super Bowl 55. And we should get our receivers back. Let's see what happens in the Super Bowl, man. You know, like I said, the Eagles are definitely a dominant team. So, enough football talk. Let's get into a different topic. I know I talked a lot about football in this video. It's just that I really love football, man. Football is my favorite sport. It has been my favorite sport ever since I was little. And I'm really fucking excited for the Super Bowl, man. I'm really fucking excited. Especially as a Chief fan who has been rooting and has been a fan of this team for already a fucking decade. I'm really fucking excited, man. I just cannot wait for Super Bowl Sunday to start next week. February 12th on 3:30. The game starts. And we're going to have some carne asada. So, let's talk about a different topic. Let's talk about loneliness, okay? The reason why we're going to talk about loneliness is because, look, I understand loneliness is a bitch. I understand that not having anybody by your side, not having friends, not having family, you're just alone. You're just by yourself and you feel lonely. It sucks. But here's the thing, man. If you feel like this, man, let me tell you something. If you feel like you're lonely, you feel like you don't have any friends, you want somebody to talk to, let me tell you something, man. You could get out of your comfort zone and you could go to a club or maybe any event and maybe make some friends there. Or if not, let me say this. If you feel like you're worthless, or if you feel lonely just because you don't have anybody by your side, or if you don't have any friends, let me tell you something. Life is not a popularity contest. Life is not a popularity contest. And the reason why I repeated that line is because if you think about it, you have to stick and surround yourself with good people, not just with anybody. It's hard to find good people nowadays. For me, I would rather be alone instead of dealing with some fake friend. I would rather be alone instead of being with someone who doesn't even accept me for who I am. I'd rather be alone instead of dealing with drama. Sometimes when you have friends, they get in the way of your goals sometimes. Sometimes it could be drama in your life, depending on who you surround yourself with. And at the end of the day, you want to surround yourself with good people who are going to inspire and motivate you, who are going to accept you for who you are and not shame you for being yourself. The reason why I say not shame for being yourself is because I had a lot of people shaming me just because I was too kind or I was just a genuine person. And here's the thing. I'm not going to be changing my behavior for other people. I'm only going to do it for myself. You want to surround yourself with good people who respect you. You want to surround yourself with good people who accept you for who you are. But here's the thing. You do not need friends to save your life. You don't need a lot of friends to save your life. You want to be around with the good people you have in your life. Let me tell you something. Quality matters. Quantity doesn't. It's all about quality, guys. It's not about quantity. Quality is more important than quantity. For me, I'm all about quality because I care about being respected. I don't give a fuck about being liked. I give a fuck about being respected. So you want people who are going to respect you. I understand it's hard to find those people. But if you think about it, man, look. Sometimes when you have friends, not only drama happens, but they could get in the way of you, how can I say it? They can get in your way from your path. They could get in the way from you succeeding. They will block your path. They will block your success, depending on who you surround yourself with. And let me say this too. Forget partying. Forget going to clubs. Forget, doing crazy shit, doing this, doing that. Forget about all that. When it comes to friends, I want people who accept me for who I am. I also want those kind of people who check up on me and say, hey, what's up, man? Is everything good? Or, hey, I hope you're feeling better. I want people who are there for me. I want people who give a fuck about me. I don't want to hang out with people who don't give a fuck about me. So that's what I'm saying. I would rather be alone and focusing on my goals instead of hanging out with some fake ass people. I'd rather be alone instead of being in a toxic relationship. If you think about it, man, you won't have any distractions if you don't have any friends. You can focus on your goals. You're in the best position in your life right now if you don't have any friends. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with having friends because I have a couple of friends. But they respect me and they accept me for who I am. But here's the thing. Never be ashamed for being yourself. And remember this. Life is not a popularity contest. If you feel like you need friends, or you feel like you need a lot of friends, you don't. I know it sounds cliche, but you need to learn how to start being happy being alone. You need to learn how to start being happy with yourself. You need to start loving yourself at the end of the day. It sounds cliche, but it's true. Just remember, love yourself, be happy with yourself, keep focusing on yourself, and do things that you're really passionate about. Just remember, guys, quantity doesn't matter. It's quality. Just letting y'all know. So that's it for this video. I know it has been almost 20 minutes. But I just want to give out a quick advice. I know this video was mainly about football. But I just wanted to give out a quick advice about loneliness. That if you feel lonely or you feel like you don't have any friends, life is not a popularity contest. Keep yourself distracted. Do something that you're really passionate about. Get out of your comfort zone. Join some clubs. Join a social club or anything. And just be yourself, man. And never be ashamed about it. Hope you guys enjoy. It's Positive Vibes Rod, and I'll see you on the next one.